Okay, we are back. Let's do some more Void War.
One of the movements in this system bears the scars of a recent battle. On the pockmarked surface, your scanners detect ruins of a large city filled with mausoleums and elaborate graveyard complexes. If you want to explore like Darkness, or ignore the cultists and salvage wherever you can.
Look, listen up, men. There's a necropolis down there. Sounds like a lot of fun to me.
Yeah, I've got a gun. Let's give it a go.
Yeah, this is Tom. I think it'd be more interesting to explore the necropolis.
As you prepare your boarding party for exploration, a hostile ship appears with the other side of the wreck. It trains its weapons on you.
The stations, men.
Let's show them what for.
Thanks, mate.
Captain, quite a few ghouls on the scanner. Nothing too dangerous. As well as a necromancer.
I'll take on the necromancer myself. Greg, Mike, get over there.
With pleasure. They're not gonna know what hit them.
This is Patrick. Firing terror blast to support.
Hi, fools. Ace my gun.
We cleaned house. Easy.
The enemy crew has been killed. You search for the remains and find a few useful items. Find a small group of people hiding in the catacombs underneath the lunar surface. They bear markings of the cult of death. There's something suspicious about them. They do not seem to care what's happening around them. However, without intervention, they would die here, and soon.
Clearly they have been influenced by the cults, but they might not be beyond saving. Let's give them a chance.
I agree. And even if they've turned to us to fight us, that just makes it more entertaining for us.
You rescue the cultists. They explain that a nearby plague shrine was attacked by Imperials. The treasure within are yours to keep as long as the attackers are slain. The coordinates have been added to your map.
Welcome aboard, everybody. For those of you who are absolutely bleeding everywhere, make sure you see yourself to the medbay for patching up. Now you, what's your name?
I think to me, this could be Isaiah, which I cannot spell. A-I-A. We have an Isaiah. He can take 2 psychic slots. That's pretty sweet. He can summon bloat mites, and he might as well have a weapon, I suppose. Let's do this. That's great. Where should Isaiah stick around? Let's put him, I suppose, in the engine room to lend support there. Or maybe actually with... I don't know which is best to have. I guess we'll put him with the weapons. I feel like those are gonna get... let's put him with the engines. I don't know what's best. We're just gonna have him wander around the ship until he finds a place to sit in. Let's save these stations here. And if we need to go into battle, I believe Patrick is fairly capable. He's got some good weapons and some decent health. And I forgot to use everyone's abilities. We've got so many abilities now to click through if we want to. I didn't even think to do that last battle. I forget. We've got so many buttons to click. I wish I had a hotkey that could just like launch all abilities, but whatever. All right, onward and upward.
All right, men. Prepare for one.
Do you see the location on the map where our cultist friend had told us about?
Not yet. Perhaps we'll get an option for it later. I'm not seeing something.
Alright, let's proceed then.
Oh, I gotta bet you that. Isaiah, you're not an apostle of decay, cultist, are you?
I don't have a voice for Isaiah. Like, we're gonna just have the narrator talk for him, I guess.
In a lengthy conversation with Isaiah, you discover that all accusations of him being the apostle of decay and the heretic were simply misunderstandings. After some time, you'll have a laugh about it. He devotes himself to the true faith, and everyone proceeds on their way.
I'm glad we had a great conversation. That was very fulfilling.
A vessel hardly recognizable as a starship jumps in soon after you arrive. Immediately, it locks onto you and starts firing.
All right, men. Let's teach them who they're messing with.
I see some tough opponents on that ship. Looks like I see a Crater Necromancer. I recommend take that out first, Captain.
On it. Greg, Mike, how would you start softening up their weapons? Everyone else, unload what you've got. Let's go.
We're getting them. It's a bit tough, but we're getting them. Drag them on back. Get them pretty low.
I just lost an arm. No big deal. Everyone calm down. I'll just get patched up in a moment.
The enemy crew has been killed. You search for the remains and find a few useful items.
Fabricating new arm.
See? Good as new. No one needs to be concerned. It's all fine.
Captain, I don't feel great about these thralls being in here with us.
Rolls, how about you just head back over there? Perfect, yep. Let's just keep you out of the way.
Preparing cleaning solutions to deal with that room after work.
Alright, do we have anything we want to do as far as upgrades? Looks like with one more energy we can power the missiles if we need to. So probably a good idea. And how far are we up from a merchant? Pretty far. Okay, well then let's power up. So add a reactor unit. That way we can fire missiles if we need to. Hopefully we won't need to do that anytime soon. And let's load the heavy flare missile. Oh, it's already there. Good. Okay. That works. We've got that. Okay, I think that's good for now. I think it would also be good to start putting some more money into shields, but that's going to be a ways away before we can put a lot of things into that. Let's get one more reactor unit, I'm thinking, and maybe some door upgrades just in case we get invaded so we can actually seal these doors better if we need to. There. Now everything's fully powered.
Captain, ship upgrades are complete.
Excellent. Prepare to warp.
detect anomalous subspace fluctuations. They're emanating from a death cult vessel.
Well, seeing as we have a former Death Cult member, not an existing one, perhaps we could have a conversation and keep some of the arrows up their wings.
You send a foreigner necromancer to visit the Death Cult vessel. Together, the cultists repent of their ways, and you gain some new knowledge, and everyone has a great theological discussion about getting together closer to serve the one and true God.
Well, what a fruitful conversation that was. I'm glad it all worked out.
This is Caleb. It's just beautiful to see everyone come together like that, you know?
It really is. What a great series of fun that we've had.
Out of a strange coincidence, Isaiah gains the ability to generate new friends in new rooms.
This is Tom. I'm detecting corrosive gases in that one region. Perhaps we should avoid it, Captain.
Very well.
You are under attack with a Death Cult vessel. They appear to have been damaged from some prior incident.
Let's show what we're made of, boys. Send them all our friends. I'll pay them a visit myself. There.
Your team says a few prayers, and out of a strange coincidence, a number of the helpers appear in the rooms around them. Look at that.
Good work, team.
We're getting them. Oh. Ouch.
You collect what you can from the remains.
Good work, everybody. Let's take a second and see off anyone who needs it. And once those gases are gone, we can clear up that room. Let's prepare to injure him before we move on. All right, needs to be in good shape. Anyone need any healing?
No.
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 No, I'm good.
I'm good too, Captain.
What a thorough examination that was. And entertaining.
Your craft emerges from subspace amidst a swirling iron maelstrom. Sirens begin wielding. Intruders detected.
Intrudes X, Captain.
They'll learn the error of their ways quite quickly. Do it, man.
The intruders have been eliminated. You recover some equipment from them among the remains.
Whoa! Kills explode, dealing 10 damage to enemies? That's awesome. And looks like we've got some healing that could be done. Let's heal people up a second.
Welcome to the med bay. Would you prefer a Scooby-Doo Band-Aid? Or would you prefer a Mickey Mouse Band-Aid?
Scooby-Doo, please.
Great.
Alright, let's equip this grenade launcher. Go on, sec.
Sounds fun to me. Hmm. 60. Craig, you know what? This is Craig, I should say. I think I'll take it. Anyone else can have my decapitator if they don't have a better use for it. Let's do this.
Isaiah is the proud owner of a new decapitator, and he wields it with joy. An abandoned shipyard floats into view.
Alright, men. Hull's in large condition. We don't really need any injuries healed, and we don't necessarily need any new helpers. But some munitions could be useful in a future encounter. Let's see what we can find.
You scavenge the shipyard and find some intact munitions. You come across a large oil structure. It is a massive floating edifice in the shape of a cross. Its surface is covered in human corpses.
Fuck. I think we have some former heretics on board. Let's go see if we can figure out what's happening.
Your former cultist crew member appears familiar with the structure and advises you to approach with a specific direction. You look on as your crew member mutters an incomprehensible litany. After some time, you sense to detect movement of the structure. A large mass of bodies begins accumulating along one of its surfaces. The mass attaches and drifts towards your vessel. Then slow analysis shows be composed of large quantities of useful material beneath the mummified corpses covering its exterior. The structure is no longer responsive. You destroy it to prevent any future heresies, and move on.
I'm glad we were able to be of use to this system. We did a good job to everybody. We should be proud.
A death cult ship emerges from the infernal miasma. It raises its weapons. May your bones crumble and your sores weep.
You're the only one who'll do any weeping around here today. Come at me, bro.
Excellent. You tell them, Brother Mike. Send as many of our friends over as can be done to greet them.
Captain, corrosive gas being detected.
Careful, might need healing.
Oh, this is Patrick. It stinks.
Clear the air. I'll back in a second.
Lending husks for repair oxygen. Activating healing for those in need.
This is Dom. I'll fire the fuselage.
It looks like it's going to take a bit more to take them out. That servo and forklift excavator is quite vicious, but let's see what we can do. I'll fight him for a little bit. I'll be back if I see him in danger. Die! For the Emperor!
The enemy crew has been killed. You search for the remains and find a few useful items.
Good work, everyone.
Turn stations, everyone.
There is a destroyed merchant ship here. You're able to scavenge some supplies from the wreck.
Jackpot.
Wow, that's a lot of metal.
There's a destroyed cultist vessel here. You're able to scavenge a weapon from the wreck.
A machine cannon.
That sounds like a gun. I love guns.
Comparing this to your score, it doesn't actually appear to be appreciably better.
But I guess I can continue with my sword gun for a little bit.
Shame. I was hoping that was going to be more useful. Okay, well, that is a good place to call it. That was a nice little break in the middle of the day. I'm going to head back to the rest of the day, but that was a fun adventure. I look forward to doing some more later.